Hey now, everybody. Welcome to Hot Book Alert Live, where we bring you the latest and the greatest in comic books and comic book sales. I'm your man, Matt Mercer, not coming at you off of a busy and short week. We had a very busy week, so we brought you a Tuesday Hot Book Alert Live, and then I had a comic book haul on Friday, and now we're back here on a proper Sunday bringing you Hot Book Alert Live number. What number is this? This is number 92. Hot Book Alert Live 92 on the road to 100. And joining me is Heroes Reborn Comics. Heroes Reborn _comics. What's up?
I'm gonna give you my Dino answer. What up, dog?
What up, dog?
How you doing, brother? You all right?
Yeah, man. Shoot. Yeah, I took a nap. I went to sleep at around 6:30. I set my alarm for 8:30.
Right.
Yeah, I figured I'll wake up probably in an hour or something. Like, no, I took the whole 2 hours. The alarm had to wake me up. I couldn't believe it. I'm groggy right now.
You didn't get your coffee yet?
No caffeine.
Wow.
I don't do caffeine anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I cut it out about 2 years ago, right? And probably a little bit recently, I like picked it back up again,
Right.
but the effects of it a couple days afterwards, it kicked my ass to where I had
Hmm.
like the nastiest, like I'm talking the nastiest migraine afterward. And I was just like, okay, no more. No more. We're done. We're
Yeah,
done.
it's weird. I've never been addicted to like caffeine or anything. Like I can go through like you said, weeks or even months without drinking one cup of coffee, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'll start doing it, and it feels like I can't go 2 days without it. But the day I decide, just don't feel like it, I'll go on this long period, 2 months without it. So thank God I'm not addicted to caffeine because I see people who live and die on caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
And it does take something out of you because some people kind of look like they're strung out on something, but it's not drugs, it's caffeine. And I worked with people like 24/7, cup in the hand, cups in the car. You can see it in their eyes, you can see it in their teeth, or just
Mm-hmm.
their body language. So, you know,
Yeah, man. Okay, so there was a time where I had to take caffeine pills just to stay normal.
oh,
You know what I mean?
mm-mm.
And I was afraid of like when I stopped it, it was gonna be like the withdrawals from it, but it was like a day. It was like a day of withdrawals, which was awful.
Mm.
But after that, I was like, okay, I was straight. But yeah, I know what you mean. But I'm glad I was able to. I'm glad I was able to kick that. And the sleep that I get is a lot better. I will say that.
Oh yeah, because your body is not unbalanced. Like once you start introducing whether I mean all foods have some kind of a chemical in it. So once you start removing all that from your body, now your body just self produces its own stuff to kind of bring you into a comfort zone when it's time to rest or when it's time to wake up. It knows how to get you up. But once
Hmm.
you don't rely on anything anymore, whether it's caffeine or whatever other things people do, um, I always just say, like, thank God, like I said, thank God I never got addicted to shit. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do caffeine. I mean, if I have a drink because I want to at a party or to get together with friends, a barbecue or something, I have a beer. But, thank God I just don't wake up thinking I can't wait till 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock to go out and have a drink. Or the only thing I do have a thing is cigars. That's it.
Yeah.
But
And
never had a
comics.
doctor tell me, giving me chest x-rays. Well, yeah, but that's that I've had since I'm like 6 years, 7 years old. I mean, if that's the case, then I'm really fucked up. I've been loving everything about comic books and characters since I'm a baby. So,
Hmm.
what's up, everybody? I see a lot of people chatting in the chat.
Everybody's in.
Alex, Derek, uh, let's see who else. Yeah, Lewis, Leaguer, all the fellas are here.
Hell yeah.
Three Rivers Comics, all the regular guys are here, man. What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. You know, I'm sure we're gonna say that before we sign off, but if I forget, Merry Christmas to everybody.
You know what? I keep
Chad
forgetting.
Cave is here.
I keep freaking forgetting. What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. Shucks. And let's see. I guess I'll dang it. Hold on. I will promote
You know what,
myself.
Derek? Derek, if I start smoking my comics, I'll probably get addicted to that too.
I know, right?
Right now, it's just Cubans right now.
It's a chemical in the comics.
Hmm.
Share screen and yes.
And
Okay,
and to be
so
honest with you, I am addicted to certain artists now and certain writers.
mhm,
When I say addicted, what meaning I kind of started to feel like I got to keep an eye on what they're putting out or what they're releasing, what they're dropping, all these little Kickstarters or exclusives. When I hear I missed it, sometimes I go, like I kind of feel like fuck. I'm starting to like this guy Flops. And I don't want to go down the laundry list, but there are just guys that either have been doing it or guys that are coming up now, and it's really putting energy into the hobby again because and a lot of it is Mark Spearswood. That's my guy. He's a good friend, but not just that. Even if he wasn't my friend, I'd still love all his stuff. And he's partially responsible because I was out and he brought me back in. And then you start making connections to other people now. So
hell yeah.
it has nothing to do with people talking about Flops. I was keeping an eye on Flops when he was doing Kickstarters, and I just started seeing certain things he was doing, and I said, "That's pretty cool." I mean, the book, it's not really books because I think he was doing like primarily art books, but like with just smoking covers, like uh and listen, we all know chicks sell, man. So
That's for
yeah.
sure. Oh, here is my okay, so here's my haul video that I did on Friday, which
Hmm.
it was
Killer
this was
stuff.
this one was a lot of fun. I loved the books in here on my road trip to Indianapolis. And the
How nice is
undisclosed location.
the Warriors, the number 3?
You know what? I took a closer look at it, and I would say it's a VF copy. And I noticed like all the copies that are on eBay right now, that all the copies that sold on eBay were
Right,
in the same condition. I noticed that. And they had like
right.
because it's like that black border cover, right? And it's got like
And the paper
spine
quality
ticks.
too to the cover is very strange. It's not like a
Hmm.
regular comic cover, the material. So it's like anything gets manipulated about it, it's fucked. And
Hmm.
I've had maybe in the past year, I've had around 5 copies of that number 3. I've
Yeah.
I've sold, I think, 3 of them. I think I have 2 now, but there really isn't a such thing as a 9.8 with that book. I have yet to
Really?
find it.
Really?
Yeah, I have not found, and again, if somebody out there has a 9.8, God bless you. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I just have never, with all the copies I've come across, I've yet to find one where I can sit there and say and hang my hat on it and say, this is like a 9.6, 9.8, nowhere
Uh-huh.
near it. Always a 9.0, 9.2, 8.5. I've not found anything that looks like a 9.6, 9.8.
Okay, I
And
thought it
I've
was
and
just
I've gotten, yeah, it's not just you, brother. I think it's the
okay.
book.
All right. Okay.
So,
Cool. 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 Yeah, because every copy that I've seen and compared mine to, it was just like in similar condition, just like chopped up along the spine. You know what I mean? Either really
mhm,
heavy or real light, but there's like some choppiness along that spine.
yeah,
And
yeah,
see how much and watch the haul video to see how much I paid for the Sozomika Catwoman
right.
and the hack slash that the hack slash that one's staying in the collection. That was definitely staying in the collection.
Yeah.
But I found some decent stuff on my road trips. So good stuff. All right, so we've
Yeah.
got this. We got the haul video that I did a couple days ago. Plus, where's the Hot Book Alert live from? Where's number 91? I don't know where that is, but it's in there somewhere. Hot Book Alert Live 91 from a couple days ago. That was a lot of fun as well. But yeah, good times, good times. So how was your week? Heroes Reborn?
My week was good. I mean, it's busy now because I'm running around trying to make sure I'm checking all the list of people in the family, mostly kids. I'm trying to make sure they have something under the tree. I mean, my actual children are not children anymore. They're young adults. My son's a firefighter, my daughter's last year in college. But I do have a granddaughter, and my girlfriend has a grandson, and
Mm-hmm.
he calls me Pop. So it's like, he's only 2, but I treat him as if my son was still 2, meaning I got him a plethora of gifts. I want to build a wall of gifts. I love watching kids have a good time ripping gifts. It's funny, you'll go out and spend 3 months of salary to watch a kid rip through it in like literally 2 minutes.
Oh,
And then
bro.
it's over. They find one thing they like out of the 30 gifts, and that's it. They don't care about anything else. So, um, but that's my week, man. Lately, it's just been, trying to find the right gifts for the kids. Um, spending time with the folks. My mother just had a birthday. God bless her. Um, but that's it, man. I'm still enjoying my, retirement, collecting. I popped into the LCS today thinking I was gonna score something because like there's always something that shows up. And my LCS just is a magnet for books. He gets them, man. And I was really hoping today I'd have something to throw up on the show, but just there just wasn't anything there like where I said, okay, I'm bringing this home regardless.
I hear you.
So, but I
So
got stuff coming in tomorrow, in the mail. So
oh, you got a mail call?
yeah, next week I'll have some shit to show.
Oh man. So okay, so how many packages?
I've been very irresponsible with buying books. I think I've probably dropped between new stuff and old stuff. It's in the thousands, the low thousands, reasonable thousands, nothing outrageous. It's just it's a lot. But again, it's like there's certain things I couldn't let pass and I had to secure them. So, and that's the you know,
I hear you.
comic books anonymous. I need.
I tell you what, speaking of the road trip, so here's Sylvester. When I came back from one of my excursions when I was in Indianapolis, I came back to the hotel and there she was lying in the light. Sylvester looked like a little angel. Bless her
Yeah.
heart. Bless her little heart. Oh, I couldn't take it. Oh,
Yeah.
that was so precious. All right.
Is it cold? Is it cold where you are?
Very,
Oh, so
very.
she was trying to. Is it he or she?
She,
All right, she was trying to get a little warm sunlight.
she was in the hotel, in
Okay.
Indy, but Indy
Uh,
was kind of like, it was cold. It was like, honestly, I swear, like Indy and Cleveland get the same weather.
hmm.
So, but yeah, there she was, just all. Oh, that was just so precious. All right, so we've got a really good hot book alert. I think there's some really good sales that I noticed, and Sylvester threw a wild party. I believe that. I believe that. Okay, so decent sales here. All right, check this out. 30 grand. 30 grand for a 9.6 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 first print. Is that okay? So for a 9.6, is that low or high, or right there?
That's that seems high because weren't 9.8 somewhere around 28 or something not long ago?
Oh
So like a
crap!
9.6, could it be that whoever grabbed the 9.6 is like just hard up for the book and just like fuck that, I'm securing it or something? I don't know.
Hey
I'm gonna be
now,
honest with you. I don't follow that book. Oh, we
uh
got a super chat. Is that a super chat or
huh.
yeah?
I appreciate it, Justin. Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And tell Brenda thank you. Sylvester will definitely appreciate it. I gotta
Yeah.
go to PetSmart tomorrow to get some food for her. So that'll go towards the fun. So thank you so much. Yeah, 30K. I don't know, man. For whatever reason, I could have swore Ninja Turtle ones were going for that much. We're going for like way more. I could have swore.
Really? Okay.
I don't know, cause I swore like just like mid grade copies were going for like 20. I could have swore.
I can honestly tell you, I don't watch that book anymore because, like I said, I have a 6.5, and I'm just like, I don't think I'm ever going to be in that ballpark for a Turtles beyond, uh, 5, 6, 7 grand. Like I think I'm just content with what I have, and I don't even bother looking anymore. So just, when I hear 30 grand, I just say, okay, God bless the guy who can throw 30 grand at a 9.6.
I know, right? I'm like, what the hell else do you have? 9.8s hit like 200K during the boom. Oh, okay. All right, but they've come down a lot. See, that's what I was okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what I'm asking is, what are the last, let's say, the last year of sales for number 198? If there has been a sale, what does that look like? That sale, is it 28? Is it 38? Is it 48?
yeah.
Because what's justifying somebody going out and making an offer for 30 grand for a 9.6? So
Hmm.
my problem is, I'm going to tell you the other problem I have, and you're a hardcore digger like I am. I just keep feeling like if I can keep finding third prints, what's going to stop me from one day pulling a first print?
Oy vey.
At some point, I'm going to have that shit luck, because I found things that, even I say, like, I can't believe it. I found books signed by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby on the first page. Like, I found timely books. I found hardcore rare modern books. At some point, instead of finding a third print, because I found, I can't tell you, probably a dozen third prints in my life. At some point, one day I'm going to open that book and it's going to be a first print. You
You
know,
ever see counterfeits in the wild?
not of that book. I've heard of them, but I've never seen it in hand.
Okay. All
I
right.
have seen
So
a counterfeit Cerebus, like the
yeah,
first
oh yeah.
Cerebus, I think it is. There seems to be a billion of those fakes all over the place. So,
Okay, so I think this is the one we were talking about here. So this 9.6 at 30,000. And so yeah, 20 grand for a 9.4. You know what I mean? Like that,
so
it's in that
10,000
kind of
more for a
vein.
9.6.
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems like it doesn't seem like such a jump from like I don't know. But yeah, that's a very respectable price.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Very okay. A 9.0 House of Secrets number 92. So this sold for 7,000. And this price seems does this seem high?
It only seems high because I had a guy offer me a 9.0 Blue Label, 2017, 2016, for his asking price was like 12 or 13. And then I kept telling him, I don't know, and he seemed to be content with dealing with me for some reason. And then he eventually just said, listen, my bottom is 900, just so we can stop fucking around, with back and forth. And
Uh-huh.
I passed on the 900 as well. And it's because, again, pre-COVID, I was always able to find any book I wanted, Silver Age, Golden Age, at some kind of a respectable deal. So I was
Mm-hmm.
always had the luxury of saying no or just waiting. And COVID taught us all a lesson, and so right now, when I stare at this sale for 7 and I passed on it at 900, um, you feel kind of stupid. Because that nine, no, I would have still had it to this day. I wouldn't have sold it.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
So
And take a look at Tales of Suspense number 52, a CGC 9.0 for 5600. So, which one would you rather have for the money? And let's say you don't have either. Which one would you rather have for the money? The Tales of Suspense or the House of Secrets?
House of Secrets.
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you why, because I've had dozens of those Tales of Suspense anytime I feel like it in any grade. I've had them in a variety of between 2.0 to 7.0. The House of Secrets, like I said, there was a time I was able to come across them, but even when books were easier to get
Mm-hmm.
pre-COVID, House of Secrets was always a tough book. Always. Meaning people had to bring it to me. I didn't find it. I didn't go to a show and it was like every other dealer had one on the wall. House of Secrets has always been an elusive book, no matter what. And the only time I've come across a bunch of House of Secrets is because I was in a pre-COVID, I was in a bunch of raffle comic groups that were like underground type of shit. And every month there was always one or two that were being raffled. And I used to do really well with raffles, and I won quite a few books. I can show you some pictures that are insane. I've had multiples. I think I had up to 3 copies of House of Secrets at one time, and they were in variety of grades between I think 4 and 7.5. And then it's almost like at some point you just start saying, oh, I can get these anytime, which is why I fucked around with that one guy. I kept saying I don't really need it. And I fucked up. So
I will say, yeah, because I've come across Tales of Suspense quite a bit, but
yeah.
the House of Secrets has always been tough. Like
Hmm.
always, always. Um, just the same way, like say like a Werewolf by Night 32 at the time was kind of tough to
that's
find.
still that's still kind of a tough book. It's not, and what's funny, um, anytime a dealer gets one, they really hold on to that price. Like it's not a book that's very negotiable.
Mm.
Like I can listen. I've negotiated lots of much rarer books, like from Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, and then when it comes to that Werewolf by Night or even Tomb of
Hmm.
Dracula 10, there's very little flexible room on those books. It's like, I can't do it. I'd rather just, it's weird. It's those two books, that Tomb of Dracula 10 and Werewolf by Night. And I don't blame them. And even the House of Secrets 92.
Hmm.
My LCS has a 7.0, I think I told you about, signed by Bernie Wrightson, but it's personalized to a guy named what's the guy's name from Reed Richards, the actor? What's his name? Pascal?
Oh, Pedro.
Is it? Yeah, it's personalized to no Pedro Pascal, right?
Yeah,
Is
Pedro
that yeah?
Pascal.
It's
Yeah.
it's it's personalized to Pascal. And then we were joking around saying, why don't you just say it came from the collection of the actor that plays Reed
Yeah, yeah,
Richards? And I was
yeah.
like, I'm not paying 3 grand, so I can lie and say it comes from an actor's collection. But but yeah, that book it's super cool, signed by Bernie Wrightson, but I'm not touching it for 3 grand. I'm just not.
All right. Oh wow. Tales
Now
of
you
Suspense. Huh.
you take 1,000 off that price, I'll take it for two
I hear
grand.
you.
Yeah.
Tales of Suspense number 39. CGC 5.5 sold for 12,000. Uh so decent price or nah?
What
If
is that,
you
a
were
five? What is that, a 5.0?
5.5.
Yeah, I think it's outrageous. That book, it's weird because that's a book that I've seen go really low, like sometimes, and it's unexplainable because it's first Iron Man. Like, well, how much more does Iron Man need to be for people to give it some respect where it stays like at that Spider-Man 1 price or that AF-15 price or FF1 price? It's see Daredevil 1 and Tales of Suspense 39. It's like, it always gets fucked with as far as value. Hulk 1 doesn't really dip hard. Tales of Suspense, I've seen it dip like really bad a couple of times. So I think obviously it's probably up because everybody's got huge anticipation of Robert Downey Jr. being back in the mix, whether he's gonna,
Yeah.
turn out to be a variation of Iron Man, or he's a variation of Doom, or something else is gonna happen. Maybe they're gonna introduce a new guy playing Tony Stark, like in the Doom world, capacity, where somebody's brought in from a multiverse. I don't know, but apparently I feel like FF5s and Tales of Suspense 39 seems to be a little bit of an uptick since trailers been dropping with Robert Downey Jr. So who knows? I just think that that seems a little high for that grade.
Really?
Yeah, in my opinion, because I've seen guys take a hell of a lot less than that for that 4.0, 4.5. It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense that a 4.0 can get, or 4.5 can get 6 grand, and a 5.0 or a 5.5 gets double that. You know, I just think
Okay.
that there's something going on where people are just like, yeah, I'm willing to go this high now because I'm seeing the guy, in trailers now. I don't know. It's a wild guess. Who am I? You know,
I got you.
it's my
Um
opinion.
Okay, so we've got a Strange Tales 169. This blast from the past here. So this 9.6 sold for 1650. Um I remember the time when this book was like super duper hot.
Hmm.
I can't remember when though. Like the
I,
like what
I
was the
think it was.
anticipation?
I think the speculation was that he was going to be the next Sorcerer Supreme. And I remember there was a lot of talk about him being potentially in one of the next, whether what weren't they planning on doing a what's the name of that academy? Strange Academy?
Yeah.
Wasn't it speculated maybe a year ago that there was a Strange Academy being talked about? And then people were saying, well, if they do that, then Brother Voodoo, it makes sense that he comes out, and I remember that being some talk.
God, I
So
could okay, so I'm thinking the spec was maybe he would have shown up in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That's what I think that might have been the spec play for a lot of people.
you don't remember when Strange Academy was being talked about as being like being a show? Do you remember when
Ah,
their variants were going through the roof, and
yeah.
and you guys used to do your shows, and you were talking about this is going to be the one that blows up, like which variant of the first appearance of Strange Academy kids was going to be the
Hmm.
big one? And I remember that was a big speculation book, and then all of a sudden it just completely just faded away. Because I think what happened was Marvel, they're trying to get back on track, so they canceled all of those projects that were part of that shitty movie phase. And
Yeah.
I think Strange Academy was supposed to be somehow linked to that phase of shitty movies. And I think Marvel just realized we got to dump like every idea. The whole thing with Black Knight. Go see what a Black Knight first appearance goes for. It's
Oh,
so
oh,
ridiculously cheap
Yve.
now. You
Forget
know?
about it. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember selling those for like crazy money back in the day, and I don't think you can give those away now.
Yeah,
I remember finding them for cheap, selling them for like astronomical prices, and now they're back to,
yeah.
back to dirt cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
man.
what's her name? America Chavez, like her first appearance books, all those huge second prints and all that crap. I don't see anybody talking about them anymore. I don't see them being like the top of any kind of list anymore. The prices are all I like if you're not buying that stuff now just because you just want to add it to your collection, this is the time to do it. While nobody really cares. At some point, Marvel gets back on track. You don't think that they're not going to bring some of these kids into the mix, you know?
I hope so. Shit.
So
All right. Incredible Hulk 81 CGC 9.2 sold for 6,300 after 42 bids. All right, so you don't have either. Which one were you taking? The Hulk 181 or the House of Secrets?
Hulk 181. And it's not because it's it's definitely not harder to get. It's it's so easy to get, but just because I always have favoritism with Marvel. So
I hear you.
yeah, it's a biased opinion, basically. I'm sorry. So
Hero Hunter 81. Holy shit. What's up, buddy? What's up? As it's awesome seeing you jump in on seeing you watching Hot Book Alert live. I appreciate that. Does anybody know who Hero Hunter 81 is? Are you
hmm,
familiar? Heroes Reborn.
I bet you if you say who it is, then I'll go, oh yeah, that's right. But right off the top of my head right now, I don't.
Oh man. Okay, let's see. Hero uh Hero Hunter 81. So this was like during the early days of like when I was doing the comic book hauls.
Yeah.
So he was like one of the guys that I would watch and he would watch me.
Ah,
And
okay.
this was like early. I'm talking early. So
Are you
here's
are you talking pre-COVID or COVID?
oh, definitely pre-COVID. I'm talking
Okay.
like 2012, 2013.
Hey, let me ask you this, and I'm super curious now that you're bringing it up. Prior to COVID, what kind of viewership did you have? What were the numbers? Because I find it so hard to believe that I don't know anybody that said, "Hey, you're missing out on these shows on YouTube." Like it never got talked about. It was during COVID that I would just sit back and I really had shit to do. And I just started to search for things to watch on YouTube and not
Yeah.
necessarily comics. And then all of a sudden I just started to see this huge, amount of people making YouTube videos. And then that's how it got on my radar. But before COVID, I had no fucking clue that you guys were doing that anybody was doing shows.
Oh
So what
man.
kind of viewership did you have that you can say, hey, we had a solid what, 30 guys, 100 and I mean, was it always high or was it low
It was
or
always, I mean, it was like in like the 2000 or 3,000
are you talking
range.
about subscribers
Oh,
or
probably
are
in
you
the
talking about viewership, meaning
views per
oh,
video.
okay. Oh, how about when you did a live show? Did you ever do live with
I
with
didn't
the
do
flip side
lives.
guys?
I didn't do
No?
lives back in the day.
Okay.
This is recent. This
Okay.
live shit is recent.
All
But
right.
no, I wanted to here's Hero Hunter 81's channel. And so the last time he did a video was like 9 years ago, right? And but look at the stuff that he was doing back then. Look at this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
Just at a glance, I could see just like amazing books there.
Look at this.
And
And
you know what?
this is the stuff that's still like this is all the stuff that's relevant today. And this was what he
Absolutely.
was
Yeah.
on back then. Look at that freaking Bone One.
Dude, those books were relevant for 20 years. It's just that you guys started to do these shows and you started to like hauls and putting out collections and talking the hobby. I had no idea this was going on pre-COVID. During COVID, like I said, I got bored and I started to scroll looking for things to watch, and I just stumbled upon guys talking comics or doing hauls or discussing the state of the hobby as far as, like everything being shut down and then comics going insanely high. That's when I paid attention to YouTubers. But prior to that, I had no idea you guys existed on YouTube. Like nothing, nobody.
I miss the
So
uncensored YouTube days. Oh my gosh, forget about it. Love those days. Loved those days. I'd have music playing in the background and shit. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, yeah, from 2012. Yeah, I was God, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So at least 8 years before COVID, I
right.
was at it. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys Hero Hunter 81's channel. I freaking loved his channel.
Yeah,
Uh,
I could see he's got some stuff there, man.
yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I
You see
caught a
the
I caught a glimpse of an albedo on the same row as a Vampirella, first Vampirella, and
mhm.
I see some Golden Age DC books there.
Yeah, this was just getting back into it. Also, Hero Hunter 81, just getting back into it, hunting for books now. and may put up a video in 2026. All right. All right. That's what's up, man. I hope to see it because I know I'm still subscribed. Yep, still subscribed. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you got, seeing what you pick up. But yeah, man, it's such a pull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people will say they're out, but then um, you know, they go to a show or something like that, and then all of that comes back, and then they want to, get back into it. So it's good to see you, man. It's really good to see you. All right, what's next? What's next? See, I wish Ben was on to talk about this Jetta number 5, the first issue. So this CGC 3.5 sold for $380. That's low to me. That's very low. Let me see.
Didn't you score like 3 of those at one time?
Yeah, I want to say like last summer.
And you had like
Um,
all 3 had the same store stamp on it, right?
Kenny Shoes.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
these were like promotionals. Jetta 5 comic. Jetta 5. Yeah, these books are really tough to find. So, let's see. So here's the one that's sold, and let's see what's available. I know. Okay, so there are so there's like 2 good copies available for what, 545 and 530 a piece. Okay.
Have you ever seen a copy in the wild, whether it be on eBay or a sold listing, where it had the same stamp yours has?
Oh, the Kenny shoes? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen it.
Oh,
I've
you have?
definitely seen
Okay.
it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So and I'm wondering if he would have been interested at this price for a 3.5. And Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow number 19, the variant for this. This is a book I had back in the day. I'm like, why did I sell this? Um the a 9.4 sold for 700. That's very respectable. Like very. And um not too much to say about it, but I just was like, damn, that is a hell of a price for that. And for a 9.4. And here's a book that was super duper hot back in the day. I could have swore I sold a raw copy for as much as a 9.8 is going for now. So you got Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur number 1, the 1 in 25 variant that sold for $231. Yeah. I mean, I guess still respectable, especially for, for a 9.8, but you know, it's just like down. It's
They're
down.
all like, yeah, crazy down. All of that stuff from those kids, Riri and Miss Marvel, all of that shit is just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, even it's even what is it? You can still get First Miles and First Spider-Gwen. Those and NYX, first Laura Kinney. They're attainable because the prices didn't go. Well, actually, no. Laura Kinney, the first Laura Kinney is still like what, 800-900 bucks or 1,000 in a 9.8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's always pretty much held the line. But for some reason, Miles and Spider Gwen have you know have dropped, come back up a little bit, dropped again. So
Oh, didn't Mill sell this for 1K? I believe that. I totally believe that. Yeah, we had high hopes for Moon Girl,
yep.
Devil Dinosaur. We had high hopes for all this shit
Do you
in
remember
2020.
her book? Excuse me, I forget what issue it was. Her first appearance in Wakanda, and
Oh,
like there were like certain issues in that run that were
yeah, the
like,
first meeting. Oh, so you had the
yeah,
first meeting of Riri and Moon Girl. That
right,
was a lot of money.
right.
And you had Riri's first meeting of Shuri.
Sherry. Yep.
that was going for a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm
I
just saying there
remember,
were
yeah,
these issues that were like they were
yeah,
really going up, and people were scrambling for them.
all,
Even raw
yeah, man.
copies were like guys bragging about, oh, I got these 3 issues, first meeting with Riri, first time they're in Wakanda, first, all of these. And I'm just like, now there's not one peak. Nobody cares.
I know, right? Three Rivers
Yeah.
Comics. The Moon Girl cartoon what actually wasn't bad. All right, what's next? Oh, West Coast Avengers #1. So this copy sold for 199, which
It's
is
up.
okay. I'm not mad at
Yeah.
that. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
not listen, as somebody who just found a copy for cover price a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago, I'm not mad at
Yeah.
this price one bit.
I still have mine. Isn't that the shark?
First Jeff Land Shark, yeah.
Yep. Fucking Jeff.
Um,
Jeff is gonna be like Deadpool. He's just gonna be around forever.
yeah, the prices on this are just all over the place. I wonder what. Okay, so all right, so here's a copy. I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. So here's a copy right now that just sold for $96 US. Right.
Hmm.
I want to see what this looks like. Okay, so you can see the print wheel error right there. You can see the print wheel
Yeah.
dirt where the barcode is. So this isn't a perfect copy. And oh wow, okay. So you can see like the color rub
Yep.
on the
That's the
back.
back cover. Yeah.
Yeah. And look at the and you
Mm,
see
yep.
where the corner is.
Little rounding off on the
Yeah.
corner.
I think yeah. Ooh, you know what? This looks even worse.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Okay.
the looks like some rubbing around the staples.
Yes. All right. Okay,
Um,
so this still went for $100. So I'm
yep.
not. I mean, I'm still not mad at it for sure.
Well, I tell you what, one day you're gonna come back to that book,
Hmm.
and this shark is gonna appear in something. I'm talking about like in whether it's a show on Disney Plus or the big screen. And that book, we're gonna laugh at this, but it's going to be probably a $600 book in a 9.8. Maybe more, because Jeff, for me, I think once kids and chicks or even guys are like all googie over like an animated shark on
Yeah.
4 legs, it's like I don't think that's gonna be something like Marvel will do something with that, whether it's a Gwenpool or an actual Deadpool movie.
Hmm.
And if that shark shows up in a Deadpool movie, forget about it. We're gonna
Boy,
look back
boy.
at this book being a 9.8, and not look back. We're gonna look forward, and you're gonna see a CGC 9.8 of this book is gonna be nuclear. It's gonna be something stupid rare. Like we're gonna be looking at it saying, like, wow, 6, 7, $800. Do you remember when Tosin was like an $800 book in a 9.8? And
Yeah.
meanwhile, nobody knew who the hell Tosin was. Like even guys who were hardcore collectors for comics for like 30 some odd years didn't know Tosin, like this guy having a son. And now there's absolutely no script, no discussion, no talk about Tosin in anything. Not a book, not a movie, not a
Not a
show.
damn thing.
Right.
Look.
But this land shark thing, it's such a little bit of it's a nugget of gold that Marvel has. And if that thing shows up in a Deadpool movie or any kind of side appearance in something, whether it's Doctor
Yeah.
Strange or something, that book is gonna go stupid nuclear. People are gonna hate that they didn't get this for $150 or $300 in a 9.8. It's gonna be up there like triple easily. Because you know why? Because you can do so much with it, Jeff the Land Shark. You can make an animated series out of it, or you can do more Deadpool stuff with that shark. Because wasn't that shark given to Deadpool by Spider Gwen? Not Spider Gwen, Gwenpool.
Yeah.
Didn't
Something
she like?
something to that effect. Yeah.
Didn't she gift Jeff to Deadpool because and he reluctantly took the shark, and then the shark appeared like on covers and everything with Deadpool for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that thing is going to show up in a Deadpool movie, and people are going to hate themselves for not grabbing this shit. I'm telling you. And we're going to laugh too. It's going to be so fucking funny because I know you probably have a few of these books, right?
I'm back to 4 copies. No, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
back to 4 copies now.
So watch, you're gonna whip out those 4 copies and be like, I'm good with my 4 copies. When
Now,
that
I
book
don't
is
think
like $600-700.
I don't think any of them are like 9/8. I don't think, but I'm still happy to have them. Yeah, man, Miss Minutes from the Loki show. I could have swore like Jeff the Land Shark is what Miss Minutes was supposed to be. Poor Miss Minutes. I know, right? All right. Now, this is one of my favorite variants. I love this thing. This Joe Jusko
Yeah.
IG Superstore variant. So this sold for $125. Not mad at it. Just
You know
just
what's
some.
funny? The other cover of this is actually just as nice, and it doesn't get shit. The one
Yeah.
where it's like a Punisher homage, where he's like
Punisher number
uh,
one. Yeah.
back to the wall, and you could see somebody's like shooting at him, and he's shooting back with his fingers.
What
It's
i-
it
what
doesn't get
i-
much.
yes. Yeah,
Uh,
it's you know what? You know what? I think okay, hold on, let me see. Cuz actually this book is really tough to find. Okay, so what if WHAT.
See that What If cover is an actual homage to the Punisher #1 magazine,
Ah, yep.
and then the other cover is an homage to Punisher #1 the miniseries.
Okay, so I remember
So
this
by Michael Zeck. Yeah.
I remember this Punisher what if used to go
Hmm.
for $30 easy. And I'm
Yeah.
talking easy. This book is always tough to find. So let's see what this book is selling for. Yeah, like in the 30, 20 something.
But it's always been like down at the bottom versus this the Jusko
Mhm.
version. And I was always thinking like they're both super cool though. I mean, is one that much more easier to find than the other that it's that low?
Well, I mean, the IG Superstore, that's like a, you know, comic exclusive cover, so
Okay. All right.
yeah.
I don't remember how I attained my copy, but I do have it because I'm a like a super, anything with Punisher's skull. I'm like whether it's a what if or a legit book, I always pick them up. But I don't remember how I got mine. I just have it.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
And I have a couple of these, the basic one, the $40 copy. I
Yep.
bought those when they were like, in the LCS. I think I bought two or three of them. The Juiceco, I think I found at a show, and I probably paid up a little bit for it because I can't say no to Punisher stuff. So
I hear that.
yeah.
A Bruce Tim cover, Hard Boiled number 17 from Griffin Publications. So this sold for, let's just say $100.
Right.
All right. We have a woman in peril, uh, she's being menaced by a what appears to be an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dude, do you ever come across these Griffin Publications
N-
books at all ever in a
No,
while?
the only time I got even this stuff even came on my radar is you guys were talking about it on your shows back in the days, and Josh, Josh, International Comics,
Yep.
he had a hook where he was getting a boatload of these, and I'm pretty sure you've seen maybe some of his stuff. He had like issues, like he had a good run of them and multiple copies of them, and I think he sold me one or two of them because he had like duplicates, and that's the only time I actually even had a shot at getting them. Like I see sometimes on eBay they sell and I completely miss the sales, like and it has nothing to do with I'm not looking or trying. It's just I don't really care. I am a fan of Bruce Timm, but I'm not watching his every you know I don't have
Yeah.
it saved in searches or anything.
Look at this.
So,
Look at the condition on this. Still sold for 100.
yeah, it's fucked up.
I didn't realize
Stained.
this. Yeah, I didn't realize it was this jacked up. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. What's next? All right. Something is killing the children. Number three, second print, CGC 9.8. So this sold for 1,700. Let's see what 1,000. No, I'm sorry. $1,175 after 25 bids. I listen. I'm not mad at this price. I don't know, but I mean, it's decent, very decent for a 9.8.
I have a hardcore run of those books. Meaning, when I say
Mm-hmm.
hardcore, like I have every issue until they stopped it, which was when they went off to do House of Slaughter.
Yes.
And I do have some of the additional printings, not all of them. Like I don't think I have this, but it's weird because I don't care enough to try to chase them down. You know what I mean? And it doesn't bother me that I don't have them and that the second and third printings go, and even I think like fourth and fifth printings on some of the issues are insane. I don't feel bad missing them. I'm just glad that I have what I have, you know?
Yes. Yeah. I think if I had the Decal number 7, I think it would probably be for me a more complete collection. I think that would be the only thing I would be missing
Right.
out of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like this book a lot. So, but it's good to see it
It was actually
up
a
there.
really good read, and the art, the interior art was fantastic. Like it was a good
Hmm.
match, the writing and the art. And I tell you, whoever came up with the idea, let's take a break and do House of Slaughter, they fucked up because I really didn't care anymore about it when it came back. Like I buy them now, just I don't even have it on a pull list. Like if I walk in the store and it's there, I'll buy it. But I don't really care anymore. Once they stopped and went out, and House of Slaughter was horrible, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody
Mm.
says. You can't convince me that they screwed up. They went to a different artist, different. I mean, it was just so bad, and I
You
can't get
know
back
what?
into it.
That reminds me of like you describing like kind of jumping off at House of Slaughter. It reminds me of when I was reading hold on. It reminds me of when I was reading Jeff Johns' run on Green Lantern. I think
Hmm.
it was like around 2005 ish. And it was so much fun to read. And then he went into doing the secret origin of Green Lantern, and I'm like, I just didn't care. I didn't care, and then I jumped off. But I was having fun. I was having so much fun before that, and then he went into the secret origin storyline, and then I kind of jumped off. And it reminds me of Batman New 52. Say what you will about the New 52. I was having fun reading it, and
Yeah,
then he went off, and then Scott Snyder went off and did the Year Zero storyline, and I was just
right.
completely turned off by it. And I was
Yep.
just like, forget it. I'm out. So I know what you mean.
It's hard, man. You know, it's like like Leaguer's saying, it's still right now very good. But the thing is, it's not that I have no doubts that it's probably still not good. I just can't get back into it because they turned me off already.
Hmm.
That would be equivalent and just to, like if somebody, like let's say if Mark Spear said, this is still I still own the rights to these characters in this book, this title, but I'm going to let a different writer and a different art team come on. And if he did that for like 10 issues, I don't know what that would do to me. I think it would happen the same. I'd be completely turned off. So I'm just like, I don't want to get back into the story again. It's not because I don't think it could be good again. It's just that you fucked up. You let me put it down and go and move on to something else. I really don't care at this point. The
I
only time
totally understand that.
yeah, the only thing I care about is seeing a good rendition of it on TV, and that's it.
Yes. Yes.
So I don't care about the book anymore. I just would love to sit down and watch a good rendition of it on TV. That's it. I hope it's as good as Walking Dead from the AMC TV series or something, or even some other TV shows that were really good. But you know, I don't care to read it again.
Which one would you rather have? The Something's Killing the Children third print, or this Amazing Spider-Man 238 CGC 9.8? Everybody in the chat answer that question. So this Spidey 238 Direct Edition, this sold for $1,252 after 19 bids. So which one do you guys taking? ASM. We need some sick tick fans to jump in on this one. Clean sweep, yeah. Sick tick every day. See. All right, I hear you. They call me Bruce. That's what's up. All right. Yeah, you know what, man, that would be tough because it feels like, okay, let's say I didn't have either of these books, right? What would what would I want? Because I'm thinking I would want maybe the newsy of the Spidey more so than the direct edition. You know what I mean? I don't know. It might be tough. All right. Now check this out. So we got the 35-cent variant for Iron Fist number 14, First Sabretooth, the 35-cent variant. So this sold for, all right, I'll tell you what, which one would you guys rather have? The Amazing Spider-Man 9.8 or a raw copy of Iron Fist 14 35-cent variant? Which one? Which one you taking? Which one? Which one you want? I want to take. Do I have the okay, all right. I got the listing for this. So this sold for 1,400. Raw copy, Iron Fist. Iron Fist. You raw dogging it. All right, I know I got this somewhere. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take a look. Let's take a brief. Okay, now it's chopped. It's a little chopped along the spine here. Look at that. It's still a 35-cent variant though. It's still a 35-cent, but it's a little chopped along the spine here. Look at that. You see it? But it's still a 35-cent variant. Let's take a look at the back. What does this back look like? I don't think we have a full picture of the back cover, but yeah, you get little tears here and there, but still a 35-cent variant. Does Hulk 181 have a 35-cent variant? All right, so okay, so this is 1977. Or does Hulk 181 have a price variant at all? Now there is a Mark Jewelers, but I think that might be the only variant for Hulk 181. So this is what around the same time. So this Iron Fist is around the same time as Star Wars 1. So okay, the only thing the only 35-cent I care about is Star Wars. Solo Wookiee. No Hulk 181 variant. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
I don't know what the hell happened.
I was asking which one would you rather take, the 35-cent variant on this or a CG in this condition, in this exact condition, or a 9.8 ASM what is it, 238? That was it 238?
A
Which one?
35-cent variant of Iron Fist 14 or the 9.8 238.
Right, direct edition.
Um, I'd probably go with the Spider-Man 9.8.
Okay.
Only because I I always I'm a strong believer that anything Amazing Spider-Man key is a great hold.
All right, I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Good looking book though.
Did you
All
see the
right.
actor that plays Peter's best friend? What's his name? Uh Tom Holland's friend in the movie where everybody's saying he's gonna be the next like Hobgoblin. Did you see all the weight he lost? Like he looks
Oh,
jacked
really?
now. Like
Really?
yeah, I didn't even recognize him. He used to be like a fat guy or a chubby guy.
Yeah,
Oh, actually,
yeah,
no, he was fat, and then
yeah.
he was like, as the movies progressed, he just got from tremendous to just chubby, and then now I he was in an interview or something, and he just looks like I don't know if he had surgery or he's been doing something, but
Ned
that dude
Leeds.
is yeah, they got him on something, man. He doesn't look like the guy from a couple of movies ago.
Okay, let's take a look.
So for all of those who there's a reason why he's getting in that shape. It's not so he can be Ned Leeds. It's so he can be something else. Yeah, there's a recent appearance I saw him recently, and I at first I was like, damn. I said, what has he been doing? When I say jacked, I don't mean like gym buff jacked. I'm just saying he looks night and day versus what he used to look like.
Yeah.
So apparently he's you know, maybe it's a job security thing. Like if he intends on being in future movies as his character is supposed to be Hobgoblin, I guess he's figuring I better get in shape. Nobody's gonna want to see a fat guy in a glider. And I'm not fat shaming anybody. I'm just saying that you want to see Hobgoblin, you want to see a guy that looks like he can fuck with Spider-Man. You know,
All right. What's next? Oh, this foreign, like I typically don't do foreigns here, but I dug this a lot. So we have Batman number 423 Norwegian variant. I was wondering, do I have? I don't think I have this listing. Yeah, I do. Sweet. I
I
love the
I agree
colors on
with
this.
Justin. That was a weird casting for that character,
Mm-hmm.
that actor to be Ned Leeds, especially if they're thinking of going the route of Hobgoblin. It was a very strange casting because when they first cast him, he was a 300 plus pound kid. And if you ever intend on going the route of him turning into Hobgoblin, even losing the weight, it's such a strange casting. So anyway, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, Mercenant.
No,
I was
no
just
problem.
answering the guy's or responding to his comment. Yeah, this
Uh,
book is cool in every version. There's no there's no such thing as an uncool version of this cover,
I
you know?
just I dig the colors on this.
Yes, yes. I've seen some variations of this and they're all I mean, some of them are awkward looking, but even the awkwardness is cool. Like the colors selected to be for this cover, it
Uh-huh.
looks like it looks like it should be on one of those comic news magazines, like like
Yeah.
comic book journal or something. Like it looks like it should be on that color choice should be on one of those covers, not a
Yeah.
comic cover. But
Yep. But I just thought it was cool.
yeah.
All right. What's next? Betty and Me number 16. So this is the beat off guy. So this 9.2 sold for 2000 uh $2,261 after 26 bids. So which one you taking, this or the 35-cent variant for Iron Fist?
Oh, Iron Fist all day. I,
All right.
I
So
um I am not a believer in I mean, when I say believer, I'm not
Uh-huh.
in any way passionate about anything Archie. I love
Ah,
the covers, like some of the little innuendo dirty jokes, but
yeah.
I don't put it on the same level as a legit book, that like a first Sabretooth. I just don't. So I don't give a shit how rare it is or what condition.
Okay. So, okay, so they call me Bruce, so you would rather have this than the first appearance of Sabretooth, the rarest version. Okay. Iron Fist still I collect Recalled. Okay.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. People who collect the eyeball stuff that they they stopped, they pulled it, I
Mhm.
get it. But it's just not for me. I really don't care either way about dirty jokes or something being canceled. Hardcore, if I had those at a show, I guarantee you more people asking me about first Sabretooth, what's the price or what can I trade or how much can I get it for, than a
Mm.
Betty, you know. The Betty books is always going to be somebody who says, oh, they'll laugh about it. They'll say, oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
remember. But the Sabretooth, I've had first Sabretooth in a, like a 5.0, and I've
Yeah.
still had boatload of people asking, what's the best I can do, or am I willing to do trade for it? So it's a desirable villain, man. Sabretooth is just a badass,
Yep.
villain.
That's
He's I kind of put him in the ballpark of Venom, but not really. You know,
yeah.
Venom is still probably because I think he's Spider-Man, in that universe of Spider-Man. But Sabretooth is on that level, meaning like you know, he can fuck with Wolverine. He's been in X-Men books. He's like the Venom of the X-Men.
Mm.
So
Okay, so we have Darth Vader number 3, CGC 9.8, sold for $749. I remember when this book was like super duper hot. I could have swore this was like I could have swore this was like a couple grand.
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at its height. So,
This
but
was definitely a flip side book you guys talked about.
that and the Thrawn. Now
Yep.
I both I have both of these. I have both this and the Thrawn now, and I bought those just for like old time's sake. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? It's like getting with that girl after high school. You know what I mean? She might not be as hot as she was, but you know. All right, Buck Rogers, number 1, CGC 5.0. So this sold for $1,198. Um, I'm not quite sure why I put it on. Yeah, maybe because of the price. This cover really doesn't do too much for me, but I don't think it got any chicks on it. But I mean, decent
Mm,
sci-fi cover, but doesn't do too much for me.
Golden Age #1, maybe that's why you were watching it.
Yeah, 19. I mean, it is 1940, so
Yeah.
all right, respectable. And then you got look at this. Look at this. So you
Yep.
got Venus number 19. So this is a 1.8. So you know this thing is chopped. Uh 1.8 sold for $2,825.
Hmm.
That's wild. That's a crazy price to me
It's a
for a
crazy
1.8.
cool. It's a crazy cool cover though.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see how solid this thing is. Mm.
It's not that bad, believe it. I mean, it appears not to be that bad.
I
I
mean,
wonder
it's
what
presentable.
I wonder what the notes say on it, but why it's a 1.8.
If anybody wants to take a look at the notes on it, here's the serial number on it. All right. Oh, the back. Let's take a look at the back.
Oof, that's the reason right there. It's cooked. It's a sunburn, bro.
It's just like sunburn and look at the
Missing pieces, chipped everywhere.
it's like moisture damage at the
And
bottom
it's, yeah,
too.
I was gonna say there's some rusty stable there on the bottom.
There's a lot going on with this.
Yeah, that's probably the back is cooked. I bet you if the back wasn't cooked, that'd be like a 3.5. Because
Hmm.
the front is not that bad looking, no?
Yeah, yeah. This is presentable though. This
Yeah.
is presentable for a 1.8. This is very presentable.
Um,
I bet you can probably get a higher grade.
nah,
I think.
that back cover is done. There's no salvaging that back cover.
I mean, you got this going on, that little dent right there. I bet they could. I bet somebody could resubmit this. I bet. Considering if the defects aren't like that irreversible, you know what I mean? I bet somebody could probably get a submit for a higher grade. So which one you taking, this or this Action Comics first Brainiac 4.0? Which one you taking?
Well,
So this sold for 2,100. This Brainiac. Which
I
one you
I
taking?
would I would have to say the Venus.
Hmm.
I'm a bit of a sucker for for golden age horror, like these type of things, these classic covers. I can stare all day at my golden age horror books. I really can. I don't give a shit. I think I told this to Ben before. I don't care. A 2.0 looks just as attractive to me as a 7 because it's really just the whole idea of what's going on the cover,
I got you.
you know. And then also I'm a horror freak. Dead Action Comics, I've sold both my copies of that book. I don't have any. Uh, I'm not attached to my DC books as much
Okay.
as I would be anything else. So
Okay. So heavy. So for the notes on the Venus, heavy tanning to cover, multiple chip out of
mhm.
spine, tear bottom of front
Yep,
cover, multiple stain on cover.
yep.
All right. Thank you. But looks good as is. Action Comics, Venus. It seems about even action. All right. I've never seen that Venus in person. Yeah, me neither.
I've seen it once at New York Comic Con,
Uh
but it was unattainable. It was like a 5.0. There was no way.
huh.
I didn't even actually got a ticket off the wall. I was leaning over the table checking it out. I was like, wow, that's nice. But I didn't even ask him what do you have on it. I just knew when I saw the grade. I was like, let me not even pretend like I can fuck with it.
Mm.
I'm assuming a 5.0 has got to be in the thousands, the many thousands, right? The teens.
I couldn't even. Yeah,
It's got it's,
hell.
it's got to be in the teens, no?
At least close. At
I
least
would say
close.
double digits for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
10, 11, 12. I'm just taking a guess here. I don't know. I just know when I saw the 5.0, I saw how nice it looked. I was like, I'm not even gonna ask.
This is one of my favorite Iron Man variants. So Iron Man 18, the Sora, I can't pronounce that, but this cover here, it's like a prototype of a like an Iron Man armor that I think
Hmm.
there's an actual figure for this. And they turned it into a cover. There's like an actual um let me see.
Isn't
Iron.
that the Mark One, the prototype before he painted it? That's what it looks like at first glance, but
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is it
actually is
right here.
no, this one has some gold on it. All right.
So this is a yeah, this is an actual figure. No, don't allow.
That looks like Ultron,
It
the
does,
helmet.
doesn't it? Yeah. This looks hot.
Yeah, it does. I mean, but
So they took that armor and made a cover out of it.
okay.
Let's see what else. Complete guide to
Sorayama.
Soriyama. Let me see if I can hold on. Speech, start speaking. Ah, shoot, I don't like that. You guys didn't hear that when I did text to speak, did you?
I heard a very, very low voice.
Okay.
Sor-
Sorayama.
yeah, Soriyama.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is it here. So I believe it's a statue. It might be,
It looks
but
like
it.
one of those Kotobakyus, or I don't know. There's a company called Kotobaku, something like
Mhm.
that, that did some really cool Iron Man statues back when the movie was big. But
Ah.
I don't think this is it because I don't remember this version of the paint scheme.
Yeah.
This is somebody else.
This is
Gentle Giant. Okay. Well, Gentle Giant has one.
looks cool to me.
Yeah.
But so this sold for $25. That's cheap. That's cheap. Because I remember wanting to buy a copy for 40 and I almost pulling the trigger on it. And then I found a copy for like, I forget, for pretty cheap. All right. What's next? What's next? GI Joe, this is one of my favorite covers here that I don't have. So, A Real American Hero number 194. So this is a Jim Rugg cover. So a CBCS 9.8. This sold for $500. This is thing. Wow. I like this a lot. Do I have the listing for this? I don't think so. I don't think I have a listing for it, but I dig it. It's got that Saturday. It's got that cartoon feel to it, and Jim Rugg is really good for that. And so, all right. What's next? Startling Comics. Okay, so which one you guys taking? The Startling Comics for CGC 4.0, number 48 at what $540, or the GI Joe 9.8 variant. Which one you guys taking?
Startling.
Do I have a listing for this? Yes. Gosh darn it, this is really nice.
Yes.
That is a beautiful copy and a beautiful cover.
Yep.
And a 4.0. This is a very solid 4.0, I have to say. You think this can be cleaned up here,
Uh,
or would you want it to?
it's a 4.0. I guess, if a guy like, let's say Red Hood told me, send that book to me, I could fix that for you, I would trust him. You know what I mean? Like, but just me going with anybody, I wouldn't do it.
I
I'd be
got
s-
you. I got
I'd
you.
be scared to death. But I've seen Joe's work, and I trust him, you know. Um,
Okay.
but I wouldn't it wouldn't be just for anybody to do, you know. But
You
I'd be
know,
completely fine with that, just as
yes.
is, you know.
Gosh darn, I'd be happy paying 500 for this in this condition. I'd be very happy. Like that in that grade, in that condition, I'd be very happy.
Right.
That's beautiful. All right. What's next? Oh, here we go. Switchblade Stories number 6 flops. You mentioned flops.
Hmm.
So this is a flops variant, Kickstarter. So this is $41. You
Yeah,
like this?
I do like it, and I did buy some Kickstarters that haven't arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Um, somebody, Igor, who's you might have heard his name. He's I think Dino's talked about him before. Like, he's always sending links to different things. Like,
Yeah.
and he sent me a link to a flops Kickstarter, like it was ending, and he was like, "Hurry up before it ends," and and I ran there, and I ordered up some package deal. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. But it seems like flops for me, it's like anything he does, I actually get genuinely interested in, seeing what it looks like in hand. You know, like, so when I heard about the Kickstarter and I saw the pictures, I'm like, I just want the book to arrive. I want to see it in hand. I have some of his stuff in hand,
Yeah.
and I really do I like his choice of his palettes, you know, his colors.
Yes.
I like that it muddles the line of vintage and modern. You know, he joins it together.
It
And
looks like a Polaroid from the
yeah,
early 80s.
his girls always look like a girl from the 50s, but like in today's world. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he has the face, and but the bodies are like kind of girls now, but the face and the hair and the colors are vintage to me. And he just has a wonderful way of just bringing all of that together, you know? So,
You know what? I never see flops in stores. His
no,
variants. They're
I
always
don't.
only like available on eBay somewhere or
It's some online shit. But if you
yeah.
follow him on Instagram, he'll do like these drops. And again, they're never really like, sometimes they're not even book related, like to a title. He does
Yeah.
these art books or these convention exclusives that he makes, or strict drop on his site, you know, like Instagram. And then
Mhm.
he'll tell you, go to the site and I only have 30 copies or whatever. You know, like he'll do some shock drop. And he's cool like that. Like I like that. I maybe that's what makes him more exciting, is that, you know, if you make it, you know, like you're one of 50 or one of 100 that has a book, you know. So
Okay. Take a look at this. So are you familiar with this Amazing Spider-Man 546? This is the book market variant. You
it's
familiar
the
with
it,
this?
it's the book market variant.
I couldn't tell you what the hell this is, but let's see.
I mean, the
Let's
cover looks crazy familiar, but I mean, you're saying it's a book market
This is a
variant. I'm
variant.
not familiar with that.
Let's see. Amazing SPIDERMAN 548 BOOKMARKET VAREANT. All right, so Amazing Spider-Man. Oh shoot, book market variant. I forget what number that was. 546 or some shit like that. I forget. Um dang it, I forgot the number. Hold on. Okay, 546,
Five
yeah.
foot. Yeah.
Hold on. So did I have it right? 546. Okay. Book market variant. So we'll go on Comic Book Invest. For most collectors, you might not care about a book market variant. But if you try to jump into the Mr. Negative spec a few years ago, you realize, oh shoot, okay, here we go. Here we go. If you jumped into the Mr. Negative spec, and there was so you're talking about this obscure variant here for 546. So as you see, there's no barcode here, not for resale, and then in
Right.
the upper corner says book market variant.
Right.
I'm not
I
quite
was gonna
sure.
say that cover art is from the basic cover, right? But they
Yeah,
changed.
it's
All
just
right.
like the
Okay.
graphics. This is like the graphics around it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
this
because
this is
I know I have a few of the basic one. I never owned that book market variant, so
mhm. Okay, so book market variants were from a few Marvel comics printed as freebies to hand out at some library conventions.
mm,
Oh, okay. So in the late 2000s, comics were um, looking for ways to bring in new collectors. Newsstand copies were drying up as only a few bookstores carried single issue comics anymore. Marvel decided to create freebie variant to encourage librarians to check out trade paperbacks. Oh, I thought libraries were already doing that because I remember back in the 80s getting like, books from the library, you
right.
know? So I could have swore they were still doing that. Oh, and this Pride and Prejudice is a book market variant.
Mm.
So let's check out all the book market variants. I
I'm gonna
think,
be honest with you. I don't think I've ever had a book market variant of any book.
yeah.
It doesn't ring a bell like you saying it. I don't. It doesn't even.
I'm not quite sure why. I'm not. It's not responding. But at any term, but at any rate, we see why it's called a book market variant.
Okay.
So it's basically handed out to libraries. All right. Which one you taking? The X23 Raw Delato or this book market variant?
I mean, obviously, I'm going with Delato because I have no idea what bookmark you're varying, and I don't know if I can ever look at it and say, "Oh, like be impressed that I have it." The Delato is just beautiful cover.
This is a
Like,
this is a raw copy. Okay.
yeah, I like the guy put he put in the title, "Stunning copy, worth grading." Like he doesn't even want you to go to descriptions. He's just telling you in the title.
It's worth grading. I've
Yeah.
got this in the 9.8, which I'm happy to say. I'm not mad at this. Yeah, there's also a sketch variant for ASM 546. But yeah. I don't know if I
Yeah,
have that or not.
I have the sketch variant, but it's not a bookmark. It's just this. It's
Hmm.
just a variant.
And there's also a Brian Hitch variant for 546 too.
I might
Either
have all the basic variants because I was into that storyline at the time. Like I
yeah.
really kind of thought it was going somewhere.
Yep.
So I know for a fact, like when it came out, and even in my LCS when the day it dropped, I was into all the variants and stuff. So
Hmm.
um, and then I think probably when I was probably even beyond that, when I found them in boxes and stuff, if I saw a variant I didn't have, I would grab it. But I've never seen the bookmarking variant ever.
Yeah.
So, and nor do I care if I ever find one. So.
Okay, now this is a title. I think this came out like early 2010s. The Last Unicorn. This is something I don't know about. I saw the price on this. I was just kind of taken aback by it. So this 1 in 10 variant here. This sold for $85. And
Wasn't
I
the
don't
last unicorn like an animated movie that from back in the 80s or something?
let's see.
I'm thinking it was. Like if you Google the last unicorn, it was an animated movie. Kind of like the same animation as what was that? The Lord of the Rings. Remember it was like an animated movie. It was that same type of art, like kind of like an early anime. Yeah, there it is.
1982.
Matter of fact, I bet you it's the same artist that did Lord of the Rings, the animated movie.
Let's see.
I vaguely remember the art being almost identical, like the characters and everything.
The Last Unicorn comic.
I wasn't aware though it was a comic. I know about the movie.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he was old.
Yeah, it's been around. I'm telling you, I think I saw the movie back in the late 80s or mid 80s.
And so it's probably based off of this. Okay.
I think if I remember correctly, some wizard or somebody transformed the unicorn into a girl to hide her, and then somebody discovered that she was like the last unicorn, like some kind of, and they were after her or something. And I
yeah.
I just remember the ending was like some standoff at the beach. There was like this mystical bull, like Red Bull, that they
Yeah.
chased back into the water and defeated it or some shit. It was like a fiery, like a demon. I like I said, it's just vague memories, but it was a animated movie from the 80s.
Okay.
But again, I didn't know there was a book. So I mean, a comic book. So
I mean, look at these prices on the comic. Like even cover A's are going for a decent amount, you know? So
yeah, there you go. The library is saying the last Unicorn movie was by Rankin Bass, who did Secret of Nim, which I remember. Lord of the Rings was by Ralph. Basky. All right, different people, but it's still kind of. Maybe it's because it's from the same era. It had that same look and feeling to it as Lord of the Rings. I'm talking about the animation. So interesting.
Yeah, this is a pretty popular. I didn't realize it. And I didn't even know
Nor
this
did I.
thing existed. Didn't know
Yeah,
existed. And
yeah.
here's a
And you found the
sketch cover
sales. Yeah.
from 2010.
I've never even seen that book like digging or accidentally flipped through it. Like I just never seen it before, so I had no idea it existed.
Wow.
And I've seen some weird shit. Like I've seen stuff where I stopped and I looked at it. And I was like, okay,
Dude, I've never noticed this title before ever.
never.
I'm gonna have to take a look now.
Well, I
Um,
guarantee you now, when you do flip through it, you're gonna stop and say, okay, like you'll
yeah,
now it's gonna be on your radar.
1000%.
Yeah.
All right, now take a look at this. So this Simpsons 4-pack, it has the Bart barcode,
Yep.
and this is sealed, and this sold for $700.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I have seen a Bart Simpson barcode, I've
Mm-hmm.
missed it, because but I've heard that it's probably the rarest of rares as finding the I think there's like four different barcodes that
Yeah. Yep.
make one complete Bart.
Mm-hmm.
Um I don't think I've really ever found one. And if I have, like I said, I wasn't paying attention and I missed it.
Jeez, look at
I
that.
found like newsstands, I found, polybags and regular direct, and I don't think I've ever paid attention and never noticed a Simpson barcode, a Bart barcode. So
Mm.
that's a lot of money though for
You ain't lying.
how was
Um,
that offered? Like where would you buy a 4-pack sealed? Was it like a Toys R Us or a Sam
I,
Goodies? I don't know.
yeah, man, I couldn't even tell you. That's just. I'm pretty sure some people know Bart code.
Yeah. If somebody knows in the chat, where would you buy the 4-pack? Where was it offered? Please tell me because
All right, now take a look at this. This Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 41, Six Flags Jim Lee cover. So this sold for $700. Have you seen this before?
never.
Never
Nor have I
noticed
ever
it.
heard of it. Nope.
Damn, there's something about like these DC promotional issues of recent. You know what I mean? Because you had the Burbank variants.
Right.
For
What
like I
year
think
is that
like
from? It has a year on it?
I gotta imagine this is from what 20, like around maybe 2022 or 2023.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining. Like early
I have no
2020s.
idea.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man, look
No.
at that. It's just like those these promos go for just so much. And I don't know about this Jim Lee Batman,
Mhm.
but yeah, this is I mean good art on it, but damn, I didn't realize.
How many do you think held up? If you got it for free at Great Adventures and you took it on the rides or you put it in your mom's bag or satchel, or gotta be a lot of beat copies out there, no?
Oh
If
my
anybody
god.
saved them.
Let's
You
see.
gotta figure kids eating cotton candy and drinking big gulp sodas and making a mess.
Okay, so
It,
let's take a look at this.
I mean, a 9.8's got to be a lot more than 700, right?
Oh, so this is 2019.
Yeah.
This is 2019. So a little bit before COVID, and somebody wants
Mm.
a 9.8 for 20 grand.
Oh, I thought that was a recorded sale. That's an asking price. But
Yes, asking price. Oh
yeah, I
yeah,
was gonna
bad.
imagine that if there was a 9.8 slab and it actually sold, I was thinking 4 grand, like because again, if you were given that book entering Six Flags, meaning you didn't even have time to run back to your car and put it in the car,
Mm-hmm.
it must have taken a beating because I'm pretty sure they didn't give it to you in a bag and board or anything. It was just a book. Um, it can't be. a billion, minty copies, unless there were some that weren't given out and it was just somebody found it and then circulated into the hobby. But 20,000 is ridiculous. But I can only imagine that there's probably going to be a sale one day, or it has to be a recorded sale for like 2,500, 3 grand in a 9.8.
Oh man.
Because I've never seen the book,
Yeah.
never heard of it. And again, like I said, I'm going by the chances of one surviving uh, a day in Great Adventures.
But yeah, I'm trying to look up where you would even find this thing, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not
Are
seeing
there
anything.
any recorded sales like on eBay? Like if you did a quick like sold listing, would there be one sold besides this one?
Um, Probably.
Is it the only one that shows up?
No, no, I don't think so.
Uh,
Hold on. Let's see. Flames in the Dark Knight, SIXFLEGS. So let's see what's going on here. Is that it? What's going on here? Let's see.
it says 3 results.
I mean, geez, what the hell?
So
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
the guy with the $20,000 offer seems like a home run.
Oh, get out of here with that! Did somebody
It's
get a
pro-
deal with 700 on the
it's probably
copy?
this. It's probably a group of employees that said, "Oh, let's grade these."
Damn! Did
Never
somebody
gave
get
them
a
out.
deal? I
Yeah,
don't
I don't know.
know. Oh
I'm not.
shit!
I'm not that big into this book where I would be saying I'd be all in at 1,000 or 700. No way.
Wow! Somebody might
But
have got a deal.
like again, this is one that stays in the mental Rolodex now. If I'm flipping through a box and I see it, I'm grabbing it. I don't give a shit how many ticks it has.
Oh my
If I
gosh!
can score one of those, like Ben did his Superman that mitzvah book, I'm running.
Oh
I'm leaving the
no!
show. I'm gonna buy the book for $20 and leave the show.
Damn, I didn't know. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Next is All New Wolverine #2. First appearance of Honey Badger. And this 9.8 sold for $405 after 24 bids. Now, to me,
That's a dip.
yeah. Because this was
Yeah.
like an easy. I remember the time this was like an easy
Five,
500.
600. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy. I mean, and it's still a great cover.
And I don't think it's ever gonna be like completely off the map because, like I said, I was just saying it earlier. Lauren Kinney is holding, meaning her first appearance,
Mm-hmm.
and this is probably, I would say, one of her top, what, 5 valuable books, right?
Yeah,
In a 9.8, meaning her first appearance, and a couple of other ones, the Delato cover. This is probably like top 5, I think, that where it's desirable, where people look for it and want it. It's a good buy-in at this price, I think. I think that when they do something with her again, as obviously as a young adult rather than a child, it's going to be exciting.
I think so.
So she
Yeah,
may even be the replacement for Hugh Jackman, meaning instead of them trying to cast a dude to be Wolverine, they just might actually just bring her into an X-Men movie somehow,
yeah.
and hand the torch to because you know the girl, what's her name? That I forget her
Daphne
name.
King.
Yeah. She they seem to be interested in keeping her on as the character, right?
Seems like it.
Well, because they brought her into the Deadpool movie. And you know, it's possible that when people say, well, who are they gonna cast after Hugh, they might just shift gears and go right into Laura Kinney.
This Wolverine variant should be higher. Yes, I
Yeah.
1000% agree.
I mean,
1000%.
it's obviously just a super classic homage to John Byrne's Wolverine from Uncanny X-Men, and it's always going to be cool, you know.
Very much so. I love this
So
cover. Love this freaking cover. I have that in the 9.8 from the Ben tray. Yeah. Okay. So this was like some spec of mine from back in the day because I remember loving this cover so much. I'm like, maybe if it's a first appearance, it can like do something. And yeah, it turned out it's first appearance of her sister. All right. Look at this. So Detective Kaiju. Um, Incentive Virgin variant. So this is 1 in 25. So this sold for 180.
yeah, I had this book.
When did this come out?
Not long ago. It's not an old book. I want to say less than what, 3 years, 2 years?
Really?
It's not that old of a book, if I remember correctly. I had this book and I think I sold it for I want to say 70, 80 bucks. It used to be, I think at the time I sold it, it was like $120 book, and I let it go to somebody I knew at the show for like 80 bucks, I think.
Man, this is a
So
great cover. Shit.
I don't know if I regret it because, you know,
Yeah, I totally understand that.
it's a cool cover, but it's not anything where I'm saying, shit, I regret it.
Sold out. Okay, so this came out 2020 May 2025. I dude, I didn't I
Yeah,
don't I
yeah,
didn't know anything about this title.
yeah.
I didn't know
I
shit
knew it
about this
wasn't
title.
that old. It was kind of recent, and you guys talked about it several times. I know
Really?
Ben has had it
This?
on Long Story Short.
This?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Ben has had it on his show more than once.
Damn.
Whether he talked about it graded or raw, I don't know. You've had it. You mentioned it once or twice, and we talked about this is. I wasn't on the show. I was in the chat, and we joked about the cake. But
This book.
yes, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure there's quite a few hardcore people in here that've been around for a while, and they've heard talk about it. You know,
Wow.
it's it's definitely, like I said, it's she's got a lot of cake, man. Yeah.
No lies told there. Now I gotta find a copy. Shit.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I didn't pay much for my copy. I think I bought I saw this on the wall in my LCS, and I picked it up, I looked at it, and then I put it back, and then I wound up paying maybe 25, 30 bucks for it like later on. And then
Yeah.
I had it in the box for a while, and then I think when it shot up to like a buck 20, I brought it to a show. I think I put $100 on it. And then somebody that usually buys from me, I think I gave it to them like 70 to 80 bucks. And I was fine. I'm like, it's a cool, like I said, if I find it again, I'll grab it, but I'm not paying up for it.
I hear you.
I'll try to get it for like 50 bucks and put another $100 on it.
Svetva Shubina. All right.
She's yeah, she's something, man. She's got some body of work already.
All right.
I love buying her covers. Yeah.
Is a copy available? Let's see. Pin
Yeah,
Apocalypse.
they're out there.
Nice.
I've scrolled, through eBay and came across it. It's just again, I'm not chasing it that way. It'll come to me like a lot of other things do.
I,
Somebody will, bring
mhm.
it to me at a show for trade, or somebody will just outright say, "Hey, are you buying books?" And it'll be there. I'll grab it again somehow.
Nice. Oh, I'm gonna
I'm
see.
very much like what's his name? The guy from No Country from Old Men, where he just casually says, "I'm not worried about chasing anything. Like he'll actually bring it to me and put it at my feet."
Yes.
It's like I just know that people will bring me books somehow, and I'm not worried about that one. So
Wow. Nice art. Okay.
very,
All
yeah.
right. Beautiful.
She did a nice exclusive for McClay, the guy in Clutch and all those guys. She did I want to say a Harley Quinn and what's the name? Elvira.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did I think an exclusive for them that was really nice. And it sold out like in minutes. They did I think maybe a metal, and I know the hollow foil sold out right away.
Oh, Brian.
I,
Okay, yeah, Brian is hyped. Svetva, big time. I do like her stuff. Okay,
yeah,
not going down the rabbit hole though.
yeah, yeah.
All right, He Man. No, no, we talked about this book on long story short on Thursday. So we have He Man Eternity War number 1, and
Yeah.
this sold for $270 raw.
I,
Raw.
I saw you
Maddie
guys talking
Collector.
about this. Yeah.
Yeah, this Maddie Collector.
Didn't they
Ve-
ask you if you had one of those?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
If I had, you know it. You know about it.
You know what's weird? I grew up uh on everything, Masters of the Universe,
Yeah.
G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, watching all the cartoons, the first books, the toys. I had some of the toys. I mildly collected some of them, even Transformers. Transformers
Hmm.
was like later on in my era. But I never collected the books. I don't really care about the hard to gets or the exclusives, or like when I see people talking about them, I don't, I just say I'd rather have the vintage toys than the comics. Like
I agree.
when somebody says, "Hey, there's a $269 book," I'd rather take that $200 and buy a carded figure, a vintage carded figure.
One
So
thousand percent agree with that. Yeah,
and
having the comics doesn't interest me as much as having like sealed toys.
yeah, I don't necessarily look for them, but I do buy them when I find them, carded figures, the vintage ones, not the later on exclusives, just the hardcore vintage ones, GI Joe, Transformers. Transformers though, I can't get into because I know it'll be I'll be obsessed with it and I don't want to get obsessed with it. I
Yeah,
really did love Transformers when I was a kid. And I know if I do like you, if I buy one piece sealed, I'm gonna just start going down that rabbit hole, and I don't want to do it.
I totally agree.
I had a thing for Transformers as a kid, and I don't want to start, man. I really don't.
I
There was a
totally
guy
agree.
set up across from me at a small shitty comic show. It was a comic slash toy show, and there was a guy set up across from me, and we were doing horrible. The show was just horrible, and it only cost me like $25 to set up there. And he had a Megatron in the original box of G1, but it was opened, I think, mildly played with, and then put back in the box.
Yeah,
And he had it for $300 or $400. And I was like, this is close. But I kept looking at it, and you know what I told? I told him exactly what I told you. I said, if
mm,
I buy this, it's gonna get me going down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna start looking for Jetfire and all my other favorites, and I don't want to do that
yeah.
because if you didn't buy that shit 10 years ago, you missed the boat. Just leave it alone.
Uh, am I doing a Christmas Day toy haul? Yeah, I am. I am. Now listen, ain't nothing gonna compare to last year, but I do have some nice pieces
Yeah.
to show. I do have some very nice pieces. All right. Transformers airbrush graphics. Oh yeah, brings me back. Yep.
You
I
want to hear
love.
something funny? My LCS bought out vintage toy collector stuff, but
Uh-huh.
his collection is, remember Karate Kid, the first series action figures?
Yeah.
He's got all of those on card. This guy was a Thundercats collector, but obsessed with everything Thundercats, like activity books and toy stamps and but anything that had Thundercats from that era. The vintage figures. So my LCS now has in the showcase vintage Thundercats, Karate Kid, and I can't think of the other toy line. Maybe but whatever it is, he reached out because he knows I like to collect vintage toys, and he was just like, "Hey, yeah, just so you know, just giving you a heads up, I'm having my guy price up Karate Kid and Thundercats and something else." And I was just like, "Oh, cool, I'll come check it out." But I'm like, I just, I don't, I, that's another thing. I don't want to get into it's cool to see it again, but I don't know if I want to buy it and have it in my house,
I got you.
So, but it is cool. I'm telling you, if you see it again, it's like, oh wow, But I got other vintage toys. I don't need to be adding something else I don't really look for.
Yeah. All right. And I was really shocked by this price here. This 5 Ronin Psylocke
Yeah,
AHA variant.
I have that. And I
This
didn't buy it because I thought it was something. I bought it because it's just a killer cover, and I
bro,
found
it
it.
just looked cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I,
don't give
I
it.
actually have most of the issues from that. It's like a mini series, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I have probably most of the issues from that run, and that was in it. And the reason why I bought the other issues is because of that cover, because it was just it was all in the same box. And
Mm-hmm.
I just remember pulling out, looking at it, and saying, "Wow, that's nice." And then when I saw there was another issue and another issue, I grabbed them. And I didn't pay shit for them. It was like nothing. I don't even
Hulk.
know where it's at. It's in a random box I have somewhere. So
Yeah.
uh,
But yeah, $199 for a raw copy. I don't know if this is
wow.
like a fluke or what, but
I didn't. It's not on my radar. Like I said, I just pulled it because that cover is like really cool.
yeah, man.
There's another cool cover in that series, but I can't think of what it is. I really know if it's an artist doing something but it's not another chick. It's something else going on, and I say, oh, it's a cool. So I bought whatever they had from that miniseries, but I have no idea where that is in my boxes, and I didn't know it was a $200 book.
Awesome Sauce Radio. What's happening? How
What's
you
up,
doing, man?
Adam?
All right. Yeah, this cover is always because okay, so I remember this cover being like $20 and then it just like jumped to like 100, but 200, I don't know. I feel like a little much. So I like to see more sales of this in this price.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to. I paid like next to nothing for the I don't know, maybe $3 from that
Mm-hmm.
miniseries that I found. Nothing like $2, $3 a piece. And they're not like 9.8 copies. They're probably 9.2s. 9.0, 9.2s. But I grabbed it because of this cover.
All right. Okay, so these next two are from the same seller. I kind of just wanted to focus on one, like because he had multiple Matt Bakers that sold today, but I kind of just wanted to focus on like maybe just one, but these two
Yeah.
were very exceptional. So you have this $500 after 15 bids, Teenage Romances number 19. This thing, I want to take a look at this. Hold on, let's see where it is. Do I have it
These
listed?
these are Ben books.
Yes.
Matt Baker's.
Oh my gosh, look at these beauties. Oh, so beautiful. So gorgeous. Look at you. 510. Is Gwen going to announce her engagement soon? I certainly hope so. Richard is a wonderful boy. I can't go on living this lie. Should I tell Dad the truth or just run away? What's
She's
the
not
truth, baby? What you got going? What you hiding?
she's not into Richard.
What's she hiding?
She's kind of hot. She has that Uma Thurman that
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
I
is
like it.
looking great. Yeah, she looks great. Look at that.
Yeah.
Damn. This is I dig this cover. Oh, we got plenty of pictures. Okay. Plenty of pictures to look through. So for the back, I mean, this thing can stand a really nice press. Look at that. This can stand a press. Um, I was always on the make. Man, these chicks are ready. Look at that.
Yep,
These chicks.
skirt falling up.
Ooh-wee. Get her some cowboy thing. Look at look at that. This is like Matt Baker interior art. How did he have time to do? How did he like between the covers? How the hell did he have time for interiors?
Is he any different from like Jack Kirby? Like Jack Kirby was doing everything. He was doing covers, interiors for what, 8 different titles? Like how was he doing it? And he was like
I
one of the
know, man.
best, you know?
He was just pumping that shit out, high
So
quality. Look at this. I mean, a modern artist would take like 2 months to do this.
yeah.
You know what I
But then
mean?
but also you gotta think, what kind of life did these guys have? They had to just been spending every waking moment just drawing,
Yes.
you know?
Does
But
this
then
look
again,
like
like, huh?
does this look like John Byrne art? Look at that.
I see what you're, yeah, I the panel, particularly the two girls talking to each other, where she's
Yeah.
leaning over the chair. I get what you're saying.
This
There's a
looks
hint of it.
okay. So to me, this looks a lot like like this looks like this may have influenced John Byrne.
John Byrne, right? Huh?
This totally looks like it.
I'm sure if he wasn't a jerk off, he would have had an interview by now where he'd be saying, "Hey, you know who influenced me? Matt Baker." But he's just a fucking Grinch of comics. Every artist from his era that I've talked to, I've met and talked to them, they have nothing good to say about the guy, and it's so strange.
Damn.
Even I'm talking about the guys who worked like whole careers with him, like back in the peak of his career. I don't want to name names because I don't know who, but I they did not have anything nice to say about him. So will we ever know? Will anybody ever get a John Byrne interview where he tells all?
I know. But yeah, I love multiple pictures for listings like this. Look at that. You can just read the stories. I'm with this.
And look at all the detail. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even for then, in the dresses, like the curtains on the wall, uh, the attention to detail and everything. The cars are like fucking accurate.
I know.
Like
Look at
he didn't
that.
take he didn't take shortcuts. He put the lines on there, the interior. Yeah,
See, I think this is what put Matt Baker in an early grave.
you think so?
I think so. This level of output, high quality like this, consistently, year in and year out, month in,
Yeah,
month in, month
probably
in,
didn't
month
get
out.
much rest at all.
Yeah, I bet you this is what killed him.
And from that era, he was probably smoking cigarettes all fucking night while he was working and drinking coffee. You know.
Look at that. I mean, this is interior art.
Yeah, look at the
Fuck.
fucking horses. I mean, everything he was good at everything. He didn't really have a weakness, like if you look at and look at this. Look at the backdrop, the fucking bricks on the wall. He did like some guys would have just put like a solid color palette with maybe the hint of one or two bricks,
Y-
and just let your imagination say, okay, I know that's a brick wall. Like you see in that panel, he did it,
Yeah,
but then other panels he didn't. Other panels he went straight up and just did everything, every detail.
look at that. I
And
I want Liechtenstein. I want Liechtenstein 2.0 to bring this panel back. Look at
but
that.
but I think you're correct in saying that John Byrne probably was a fan of this when he was coming into his own as an artist.
Hmm.
Because if you think about uh the detail he put into, like, say, Uncanny X-Men in the early, years, right? If you look at the Hellfire Club, like inside the mansion and stuff, and the details of the curtains and he would actually put patterns and get into every little fucking detail.
Yeah.
And that is very much like this, like Matt Baker ish type, you know. It's possible.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
So, Teenage Romance is number 9. Wow, look at this. So we go from 500 on this copy from number 19 to number 9, $2,025 after 35 bids. That's amazing. Look at that.
yeah, but it says did you read the title of
Yeah,
the number 9?
Yeah.
Did somebody say something fucked up on the cover, and that's why it's?
You'll never meet him. You'll never get him back, and that little cheat will do anything to hold dick. uh, eh,
Okay, well, that's like your Archie book.
yeah,
Yeah.
great swimsuit cover. Look at that.
First of all, I don't give a shit what era these. If my name was Richard, I'm never letting anybody call me Dick.
Eh,
Fuck that. Richie, Rich, or Richard, but you ever call me
not
Dick, we're going
Dickie,
outside. No,
not Dickie.
we have to have a fight.
Nightwing is still called Dick.
I would definitely change my name. There's no way I'm letting that name Dick.
Damn, look at that. This is so beautiful. Interior, more Matt Baker interior art. Look at
Yep,
this shit. Wow.
it's good shit. You can spend an entire episode just talking about Matt Baker. I can tell you that.
Oh, look at this beauty. So beautiful.
But if you ever do that, make sure it's with Ben, because I couldn't put up with it.
But
Ben
yeah,
loves Matt Baker.
this looks so like
Yeah,
John Byrne, this face here.
I absolutely get it. I can see hints of it.
All right. What's next? What's next? What are we talking about next? Oh, we're in the pulp hour. Okay. So we get horror stories. Let's see. Do I have the listing for that? Horror stories. So this is, what year is this? I'm not seeing the year. 1939. So this is 1939. February, March. And so this sold for $375.
Hey, since that big auction ended, have you
Uh-huh.
noticed an uptick on pulps?
Not really.
Or do you
To
think
me,
it's always just going to be the extremely high grade that get the big money, and then everything else still kind of goes for what it does, right?
yeah. Yeah, it's just I really haven't noticed. But look at this thing.
I
Great though.
really, I really thought those auctions though were going to really do something different to pulp though.
Maybe in the long term, maybe,
Well,
but
it's definitely going to it's shedding more light on it for sure.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But I thought it was going to be almost like overnight. I thought once those auctions were over, like we were going to see just an increase in pricing on pulps, and I didn't really see it.
Uh-huh.
So
Not too many pictures for this, but it's still sold for 350. So very impressive. Um, what's next? Daring Detective. So July 1938. So we have a bondage cover that sold for $59 after 15 bids.
mm.
I don't know if I have a listing for that, but yeah, that's, to me, I love covers like this. It's not like all balls to the wall or anything like that, but
Uh,
nice little,
if
it feels like, it feels very 30s.
if I'm not mistaken, that Daring Detective is more of a magazine size. It's not like a comic or a typical pulp like a square bound.
Right.
I might have one or two. Um, and I do remember, like, I think it's a little bigger than
Yeah.
it's a little smaller than a full size magazine, and obviously bigger than the comic. Um, so
Okay, next is Paris Nights, October 1934. This is my type of cover right here.
mhm.
Early 1930s, something like this. Right up my alley. This sold for $300. I believe it too. Look at that. Damn,
She's
bondage.
like fully nude with
Bondage.
shoes on, with shoes on and shackles,
And she
and not
got
just
like
regular shoes. She's got fucking dress shoes on.
with a big old smile on her face, like,
Well, she likes it, whatever she.
oy
Uh,
vey. What is
She,
happening?
she definitely willingly put on the shackles.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
got her hair done.
Shit. Wee wee. Wee wee. Great. All right. Now I like this. 19 like a pulp from the 20s.
Hmm.
I dig this a lot. So brief stories, February 1929. So $416 after 3 bids. I'm still not sure what's going on with this cover, but I mean, not like the most dynamic cover.
Dude, it's almost 100 years old. It's like a
Yeah.
97-year-old book. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
man.
what's going on with it. If you can find a fully intact book, especially it's yellow and it's still kind of clean
Yeah.
and it looks like it's still together, holding.
This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Just the colors on it.
Oh, it's a square bound too. Yeah, look
Yeah.
at that. It's still, and like I said, it's still holding. So
1929. I want to find like a book from like this era.
it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah. Um Imaginative Tales, November 1954. So this is we've talked about this book plenty of
Yeah.
times.
Uh-huh. I've seen
And
you
this,
guys talk about it.
yeah, it's sold for 30
Yeah.
bucks.
That's
Um,
cheap. That's such an
yeah.
awesome cover too.
Hmm.
Is this what they call like a bombshell cover or something like that? Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is okay, so this is the Ben talks about the Planet Comics
Yeah.
homage. I think he mentioned that it was taken from this probably.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Great cover. And okay, so this is 1928. Breezy Stories.
Mhm.
Breezy Stories. Do I have this? I don't think I have. No, I don't think I have the listing for this. But you can see what's going on. She's like,
Mhm.
half naked and shit. August 1928. Sold for 25 bucks. Man, I think I would have been on that for 25 bucks. A Breezy
It,
Stories?
you'd be on it, but like, how do you get it on your radar when it's up
I
for
know, that's the
auction?
thing.
You know
That's
what I
the
mean?
thing.
Like how do you know how to find this?
I'm
And
only I only find these after they sold.
right.
Never, never while it's for sale. That's the
Have you
thing.
see this happens to me once in a while. I'll be looking at something horror or something golden age, and then something pulp will show up, and then you do like almost a deep dive real quick on pulp, and you
Yeah.
start looking at horror and romance, and then you start saying, okay, I'm gonna watch this, watch that, and then next thing you know, you completely forget about it once you're done with the search. And then
Yep.
I get an alert, the auction just ended and I missed it, and
Yeah.
it ended at some bullshit price, and I'm just like,
I totally agree. Yeah.
yeah.
It happens. It's like probably have to be a little bit more disciplined on it, I suppose.
Yeah, you'd have to be. There'd have to be some kind of focus in your collection where you're saying, I'm absolutely looking to add this to my collection. Because there are some pulps that I just refuse to like, like when I do watch them, I'm like, I'll literally, pay full 1,000% attention to it and grab it. But just to randomly keep watching pulp though, I just never did it. And so when I see these sales you guys talk about, it kills me to see a 29.99 sale for that bombshell
Hmm.
cover. That's such a great cover.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Damn
yeah.
it. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of pissed I missed
30
it.
bucks. If I think about all the garbage I buy for 30 bucks as far as comic books goes, and then this could have been, in my hands for 30.
Mama, buy absolute bullshit for $30.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what. Let's see. Okay. So if you got a minute, we can take a look at zoom in. Oh, hold on. Zoom in at some of these. So these sold a couple weeks ago. The Spicy Mystery sold for $156. I mean, Jesus,
I
$156,000.
was gonna say,
Excuse me.
that's got to be the a fucking reprint or something if it's selling that cheap.
A nine
These
six.
are these those heritage auctions
Yep,
or
this is it right
okay,
here.
yeah. Because I
And
see
this
the next one is like that legendary Weird Tales. Yeah.
okay. So this weird tale sold for 105,000
Wow. Jeez.
in a 9.2. And look at
Yeah.
this, the first issue of Weird Tales. This
Weird
is the very
Tales.
one.
Yeah.
This is the very one from 1923. So well over 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well over. Look at that.
Yeah.
Phew.
Pentacles cover.
Very first
What
issue
did
of
that
Weird
sell for?
Tales. So
90 grand?
this
Yeah.
90,000 in the
Holy shit.
6.5.
Wow.
And this is one we talked about,
Yeah.
the snappy mystery stories. I think this is the ash can that sold for 66,000
Right.
in the
Right.
9.0. Damn. An ash can. And then we have Weird Tales number 2, and this sold for 66,000. All right. Some more spicy mystery. So this sold for 38,400 in a 9.2.
Wow.
This is a great Satan's Mistress.
It's such a great cover because of the beauty of the girl, the dress, and then the shadow of the window coming down to the floor like that.
Mm.
It's such a cool way to.
Yeah,
Very cool.
this looks hella like the colors, the composition,
Yeah.
subject matter just looks very modern.
Hmm.
Like something, that's
Well,
not 90 years old.
you can definitely redo this cover with, you know, any female character right now, and it'd be really hot. You know,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yes.
And I don't see why somebody wouldn't redo this cover with a, whether it's Black Cat or Catwoman or, you
Ah,
know, you can even do like a D-list character like Mockingbird like this on the cover, and the cover would be instantly fucking huge, you know?
oh my gosh. Same colors, same
Hmm.
everything. This thing is so beautiful. Uh, okay. Now I actually have this book. Definitely not in this grade, but first Conan cover.
Oh man, yeah.
So this 9.6 sold for 33,600. Okay.
Yeah, I had a shit copy in my hand. My Carbonero had one of those at his table, and it was like fucked up, and he wanted a few hundred for it, and I was just like, yeah, it's just a little too fucked up for me.
Oh, really? How bad was it?
It was bad. It was like I even think there were like pages like basically detached but still in the book, and then
Mm.
the cover was just really flaky, and I was like, I don't know if I want a book to like, you know,
Yeah,
fall apart in my hands for $300.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Um, Her Demon Lover. Spicy mystery stories sold for 28,000 in a 9.2.
Mm.
The colors on this is just, man. I like this. So the Domino Lady, for whatever
Mhm.
reason, I dig this Mystery Adventure magazine. Now I don't know if it's because of this eBay, or rather Heritage Auction. Like if this had sold on eBay, like
Mhm.
would it sell for as much?
No. Um, mm, well, an 8.0 slab, who knows? But if it was just a raw copy, even high grade raw,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I would, I'd see anywhere between, it feels like $500-600 to 1,000, like $1,200 sale,
Yeah.
but I think Heritage and the slab is everything, there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a cool cover though. It looks like the inspiration of some of the golden age like Miss Mask and all these
Yeah.
type of
And this predates the golden age, the
mhm,
superhero,
absolutely, yeah.
I dig this. All right, look at that one. 1937. Yeah, we've talked about this book for sure. This
Mhm,
looks very Bruce Timm.
very much.
Okay,
That
so
old
this
that old man's about to get busy. He already popped a few Viagra's. He's just waiting for it to kick in.
shit. But this sold for 19. I don't know, for whatever reason, I would have swore this could have and should have sold for more.
Yeah, it's a cool cover.
Damn.
And these are
Uh
like painted covers, right? Like
yeah.
most of these yeah.
All right. Vice Squad Detective. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful lingerie cover. Look at that. Look at that. She is like, don't fuck with me. I got the blicky. Um $18,000 for this 7.5. This is beautiful. And this is 1935. And we'll do one more. The Terror Tales. Oh, she's about to so this guy is about to splice um nine- Terror Tales 14, 1935, about to splice her with a monkey, probably. God, this is wild, man.
I told you, remember we said one time, like, what were these guys thinking when they started to do these covers?
I know,
This
right?
this obsession with torture and I don't know. What is going on?
These are all so beautiful, man. All right. Okay, so we're gonna move on to a proper slideshow. All right, Sensational Crime Stories number 26 from 1948. So this is a Rudy Peleus
Mhm.
cover in art. This is a Canadian variant for adults only. I never see this on a comic before. Like on a Golden Age comic, I've never seen for adults only.
It says for oh yeah, I see it there. Oh,
That's that. I don't know. I've never seen that like on a Golden Ager.
mm.
the good old days were pretty fucked up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The good old days were not as simple as people like to make them think. People like to make you think. All right. Yeah, man. Have a good happy Merry Christmas, man. All right. Okay. So, 3 total on the census. 3 total. Damn. So this guy got okay, so the guy got blown away, the woman's about to get blown away, and 3 total, with the highest being a 7.0. This is a Mr. Longshort census right here. This is something he can appreciate.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. This 7.0, CGC 7.0 sold for $2,000, which doesn't seem
Hmm.
bad to me.
Not for the great being a
Yeah.
7-0. Yeah.
Mhm. Do I have it? Let's see. Do I have the sensational? Okay, yeah, I think I got it. I'll just take a quick look at the contains Murder Incorporated #2 story. Okay. Damn, look at that. Very solid condition.
Hmm.
Very solid. Not mad at that. All right. And we've got Spitfire Comics #2 from 1941. So this is from Harvey Comics. Sam Glanzman cover. I think this is like a digest size book.
Mm.
All right. So 9 total on the census.
Oof. Next to none out there, huh?
Yeah. Another Ben census here. 7.5. When's that highest is 7.5. then 5.5, 4.5, and the 4 all the way down. And okay, so a CGC 5.5 sold for 1350. Let's see. Spitfire. Okay. Look at that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this thing is really tiny.
Yeah.
This thing is very tiny.
Still cool nonetheless, though. I mean,
Heck, yeah. I'm like, if you come across this, you'll know it because it'll be like in the bag and board, but it'll just be, it'll be like a bunch of space before you even see this. But yeah, look at that. 1941. Will this sell for 1350?
No. That's all for 1350?
Yeah.
Or 1500?
13.
I think you meant 13 grand.
Yeah, I'm sorry. $1,350.
I was gonna say, I thought that was like you said, 13 grand. I was like, what? It's still an interesting price for such a small digest size comic.
It's so tiny. It's so beautiful. All right, and I believe that's it. That's it. That's it. All right, everybody. I thank you guys for watching. And Heroes Reborn Comics, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, buddy.
It was a good time. Appreciate your insights.
By the time you do another show, it'll be after Christmas and before New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
You're closing in on 100 episodes.
We got one more episode before 2026.
Are you doing anything special for episode 100, or are you just gonna go with whatever's?
I'll probably just go with whatever. I can't imagine doing anything like, you know what I mean? I can't imagine. Unless something, like maybe a special guest or something. That's the only thing I can think of is doing anything special. But I'll probably just keep it regular. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless something, but the air will tell me. The universe will tell me. You know what I mean? It'll be revealed close to that 100. But I thank you guys for watching. You can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us BSing about comics. And it's always a great time. Justin Shannon, thank you so much for the super chat. That's going straight till Sylvester. That's for sure. That's going straight till Sylvester. And I believe, I'm not sure if we're going to be doing anything throughout the week, but if anything, you can count on an all new Hot Book Alert Live. All right, everybody. We will talk to you later.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I told you we would almost forget.